Thank you, Governor Blanchard, Mr. Ambassador. It's an honor to be here today with our friends and partners from Ontario to celebrate a milestone in our partnership. For years, we've worked with Premier Ford's team to host the busiest corridor crossing in North America. As I said a few months ago, we established the first binational electric vehicle corridor, and there's nothing more pure Michigan than accidentally driving into Canada. And that's how deep our connection goes. It's instinctual. We've shared best practices and partnered on efforts to forge cross border mobility innovations together, from electric vehicle corridor to a first of its kind interstate air mobility corridor. And our partnership pays massive economic dividends. Canada was the top destination for Michigan exports last year, valued at $27 billion. Canada has been one of the top job creating nations in Michigan over the past 5 years, creating 3,900 jobs for Michiganders. And our steady exchange of ideas and commerce have led to shared prosperity for our people. We will continue in this spirit of collaboration for generations to come. Whether it's ag to clean energy, electric vehicles, to cybersecurity, Michigan and Ontario share a mutual focus on leading industries of the future together. In Michigan, we pride ourselves on our grit and independence, but we also know that interdependence is key to independence. We face big global challenges and we cannot tackle them alone. Climate change, energy production, food access, these challenges do not stop at our borders. They affect us all. And so we got to continue to work together to build a prosperous future for future generations. And that's what brings us together today, to reaffirm our partnership and recommit ourselves to partnering on the challenges of our time. Together, I know we can usher in a brighter future for everyone by helping anyone who wants to be able to make it to be successful in Michigan or Ontario. So let's get it done.
Governor, thank you. Speaking of now of Ontario, the Michigan-Ontario connection, of course, is extremely important. In fact, I have several relatives who live, some in Toronto and some in Midland, this very day. So I feel a strong connection to Ontario and now Premier of Ontario. But it's interesting that both Governor Whitmer and Premier Ford were elected the same year in 2018, and they were reelected decisively in 2012. And so this event of cooperation and future orientation is exciting to me and anyone who follows Ontario, Michigan politics, economy, and well-being. So it's my pleasure to introduce, and this is a great name for Michigan, Ford, Premier Doug Ford. Premier?
And thank you for all joining us virtually. And I know we're having a little technical issues, but as we celebrate this important milestone in the economic relationship between our two great jurisdictions, I want to start by giving a big shout out to everyone who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this MOU a reality, including Quentin Messer from the great state of Michigan Economic Development Corporation and Ontario's Agent General, Earl Provo, who does an amazing job on promoting Ontario. Thank you, everyone, for your hard work on getting this agreement to the finish line. Friends, as everyone here knows, Ontario and Michigan have deep ties as partners, neighbors, and great friends. We share stewardship of 3 Great Lakes and have worked together to protect our thriving ecosystems, including our partnership to help restore, I was mentioning this to the governor, the wolf population at Michigan Isle Royale National Park. We share the busiest border crossing in North America and are each other's largest trading partner, with more than $400 million worth of goods crossing the Ambassador Bridge alone each and every day. Over 500,000 jobs in Michigan depend on trade with Canada, and in Ontario, 1 in 5 jobs rely on exports. When it comes to our auto sectors, we're the top producing jurisdictions on the continent, building nearly a quarter of North America's vehicles. We share a highly integrated auto supply chain. We all know this famous stat: auto parts cross the border as many as 8 times before being installed in a final assembly plant in either one of our countries. And as we enter the electric vehicle revolution, there are more opportunities for even greater cooperation. Friends, this new agreement, this Memorandum of Understanding, will help us build even stronger ties. It will promote more trade and help us identify new opportunities for strategic partnerships that will help our businesses compete internationally. It will facilitate faster, more efficient border crossings and help businesses on both sides of the border gain access to government procurement opportunities. It will help build our economies, strengthen our integrated supply chains, including for EVs, and create good-paying jobs on both sides of the border. As we navigate global uncertainty, now is the time to strengthen, not weaken, our relationship. And this agreement does just that. Once again, I want to thank Governor Whitmer for your great partnership, your great friendship, and thank you all for joining us today. And may God bless the people of Michigan, and may God bless the people of Ontario. Thank you.
Now, if you can hear me, we're going to have a signing ceremony, and Premier Ford, Governor Whitmer, it's now your important duty to attach your signatures to this milestone memorandum of cooperation and understanding.
Okay. There we go.
Well, that was good.
I like that
Now, of
signature,
course,
Governor.
The work behind it, though, was incredible. So I know you have something else to do, and I'm going to let you do it.
Okay.
Well, in the spirit of our mutual heritage and love for hockey and all things Ontario and Michigan, I think we could hold up our jerseys, right, Mr. Premier?
Yes. Oh, see, I love it. That's great. Fantastic.
Red Wings, Maple Leafs,
Thank you.
the originals.
Well, they were original. And you're right, Governor Blanchard. One of the big project is that Gordie Howe Bridge.
And you know what? It's the envy of the world. So I want to thank the Premier and the Governor for being part of this and moving our countries and our states and provinces forward. And I want to thank our audience today for caring enough to be on hand to watch this exciting day. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. And all the best and Godspeed.
Thank you. Thank you, governors.
Thank you, Premier. Thank
Yeah.
you, Governor.
Look forward to seeing you both.
You bet.
Okay, take care.